When you are not on camera, do you shake hands and smile and joke? Do you? No?
No.
No. Will you shake hands for me today?
No.
No. Okay.
Positions. I saw yesterday you were all sat in the ring. You were sort of sat next to each other. Have you two spoken to each other, or do you just give a little glance, look away?
Of course not spoken.
No?
Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev are set to headline what many consider the greatest boxing card of the 21st century, and their recent confrontation has only added to the anticipation. Both fighters have made it clear that there is no mutual respect or sportsmanship between them, refusing to shake hands or engage in any friendly gestures. However, tensions boiled over during their media obligations on Monday. As they moved from interview to interview, Beterbiev deliberately provoked Bivol, eliciting a rare, fiery reaction from the usually composed champion. Caught off guard by the confrontation, Bivol retaliated by attempting to push Beterbiev away, drawing immediate attention from those nearby. Security and officials quickly intervened to prevent the situation from escalating further. With Fight Week in full swing, the two rivals will inevitably cross paths multiple times before stepping into the ring on Saturday night. If their latest clash is any indication, this main event is shaping up to be an all-out war.
Beterbiev versus Bivol. The undisputed light.
It's a brutal clash fueled by revenge and fury as Dmitry Bivol steps into the ring once again, determined to solidify his status as a true world champion. This is his moment to remind the boxing world why he became only the second fighter after the legendary Floyd Mayweather to defeat Canelo Alvarez. Bivol is driven by an intense hunger, a burning frustration over his own performance in their first encounter. He's been vocal about his disappointment, and now, with raw emotion and an unrelenting mindset, he's ready to prove that his dominance over Canelo wasn't a one-time feat. It's something he can do again and again.
Do you anticipate him being more aggressive from the get-go?
Yeah, well, probably he could be more aggressive from the beginning, maybe. I don't know, I'm just expecting that he will be better on effort.
Many watched the fight and saw Dmitry Bivol as the rightful winner, but for Bivol himself, revisiting the bout isn't about seeking validation, it's about dissecting his mistakes. Rather than scoring the fight in his favor, he focuses on the lapses in his style that cost him his undefeated record. This time, Bivol is determined to set the record straight. He aims to do to Beterbiev what Beterbiev once did to him, becoming the first man to hand his rival a defeat. With his mind locked in on the championship rounds, he knows there's no room for error. This time, he's making sure he gets everything right.
You were okay with it. Why was that?
Because I didn't like my job.
You didn't like the way that you performed in the ring that night?
Yeah, I
You knew
didn't.
that immediately?
Yeah, I knew that it was some doubt.
Dmitry Bivol is fully embracing the present, and rightfully so, as a high-stakes rematch looms against the undisputed light heavyweight champion, Artur Beterbiev. With everything on the line, Bivol's future has never looked brighter or more meaningful. This is his chance to avenge the only loss of his career, and a victory could open the door to an epic trilogy with Beterbiev. Beyond that, lucrative matchups against stars like Canelo Alvarez, David Benavidez, or Jai Optaia could be within reach. But for now, Bivol has tunnel vision. His sole focus is on Beterbiev as they prepare to headline the final crescendo of the Riyadh season boxing spectacle in Saudi Arabia.
Championship of the world, courtesy of the Riyadh season at the Showdown Arena.
It's too much. Talk of a Beterbiev trilogy, Canelo, Benavidez, moving up to cruiserweight for Optaia. Bivol said with a hearty laugh during an interview with Asterisk, the Ring Asterisk, "There's no need to think about all that right now. It doesn't help me to focus on anything beyond my next fight. Anything can happen. Maybe cruiserweight? Why not? We have an amazing division at light heavyweight, and cruiserweight is interesting too. Right now, I'm not even excited about the idea of fighting Canelo again. To be honest, I'm just not thinking about it. I don't care who I fight or when I fight after February 22nd. Right now, I only care about February 22nd. I have business to handle with Beterbiev. After that, if an offer comes, it doesn't matter who it is. I'll think about it then. We'll see."
To break this wall, I was throwing it target to target.
because with guys like him, if you're trying to break the wall, you could be catch the target.
According to DraftKings, Beterbiev is currently a minus 125 betting favorite, while Bivol enters as a plus 100 underdog. Odds makers also have Beterbiev at plus 220 to secure a stoppage victory. However, Bivol has already proven he can withstand Beterbiev's power, becoming the only fighter to take him the full distance. Of course, his punches are naturally harder, Bivol admitted. Other fighters have to put effort into making their punches powerful. He doesn't. In their first encounter, Bivol faded in the later rounds, and he knows adjustments are necessary for the rematch. He plans to be faster, improve his endurance, and increase his punch output to keep Beterbiev from gaining momentum. Still, Bivol doesn't believe he needs a knockout to win, just a smarter, more dominant performance.
About rematch, I said, yes, I want. He said, I have this date. I said, yeah. Okay.
We've seen
In their first meeting, Beterbiev focused on becoming undisputed, but now he's just as eager to defend his titles and deliver an even stronger performance. For him, defeating Bivol a second time would feel just as rewarding as becoming the undisputed champion in the first place. When I fought for undisputed, my goal was to collect all the belts, Beterbiev said. Now, I want to defend them. Reflecting on the condition of his knee during their first fight, he admitted it wasn't at 100%. A few months before the fight, maybe 4 or 3 months, it wasn't perfect, he revealed. But now, it's much better.
You feel that your power hand was as effective as you wanted it to be? Or was it like banging on an anvil?
No, he's like a wall, to be honest. I didn't throw.
Beterbiev acknowledged that his first fight against Dmitry Bivol was the toughest of his career, at least on paper. If you compare fights, yes, it went to a decision, so you could say it was my toughest fight, he admitted. But it's different. I faced stronger opponents before, but every fight is unique. Still, you can call it the toughest fight if you want. As for why he refuses to shake hands with opponents during pre-fight build-ups, Beterbiev remains firm in his approach, keeping his focus strictly on business.
It's another experience for me. We'll see. We're getting ready.
Do you feel the difference of not having the injury?
Beterbiev keeps his stance on pre-fight handshake simple. If we're fighting tomorrow night, you want to beat me. You want to hit me as hard as you can. So why would I shake your hand? He said. Shortly after suffering his first career loss, Beterbiev reflected on what he wished he had done differently. I needed to improve my movement, but I didn't move enough, he admitted. I should have thrown more counterpunches, been more active. There were moments where I saw openings, but I was too careful, waiting for the perfect moment instead of just acting. I tried, but I hesitated. I should have just let my hands go. As for Beterbiev's punching power, Bivol wasn't necessarily shocked, but he did note one surprising detail. All of his punches in a combination are heavy, Bivol said.
Mark also said to me that if you had another round, maybe 2 rounds, you would have stopped Dmitry in the first fight. Do you agree with that? Do you feel like the fight was going that way?
While answering that question, Dmitry Bivol couldn't help but compare Canelo Alvarez and Artur Beterbiev. He acknowledged that Canelo delivers more power in a single punch, but he believes Beterbiev's strength lies in his ability to sustain his power throughout an entire combination. Beterbiev might have the overall power advantage, but I don't think he uses all of it because of his strategy, Bivol explained. In a recent interview, Bivol shared his perspective on facing 2 of the most feared fighters in boxing today, Beterbiev and Canelo. He reflected on the emotions he experienced while preparing for Beterbiev, analyzing their distinct styles and power. His insights offered a deeper look into how he perceives the technical and physical differences between the 2 champions.
There is a weight difference. Yeah, I know there's a weight difference. Was it a different type of power?
It's different. Canelo using.
Dmitry Bivol began by emphasizing how emotions can significantly influence a fight, noting that many boxers who faced Canelo Alvarez allow their emotions to take over. A lot depends on your emotions, he explained. For Bivol, managing emotions is crucial to a boxer's performance. He pointed out that if not properly controlled, emotions can prevent a fighter from reaching their full potential in the ring. Reflecting on his showdown with Artur Beterbiev, Bivol acknowledged the aura surrounding the Russian champion, often described as a monster in the ring. However, Rather than feeling intimidated, Bivol admitted he was excited by the challenge of facing a fighter of Beterbiev's caliber.
He put full his energy and he punched once and it's hurt also. Beterbiev,
The right emotions are important, Bivol said. Despite Beterbiev's intimidating reputation, Bivol felt fully prepared to face him and confident in his ability to handle the pressure. When discussing Beterbiev's punching power, Bivol acknowledged its strength but explained that it wasn't a single punch that made him dangerous. It was the relentless accumulation of his combinations. Beterbiev doesn't rely on just one big punch with all his energy, Bivol noted. It's the consistency of his power throughout a fight